This episode brought to you by AwesomeDrinks.com. Like cool stuff? Want to save 15% on it? Use coupon code SPRING14. Why spend your money somewhere else when you can be awesome?
Welcome to Common Man Cocktails! I don't know what he's doing. I'm your host, Eric Silver. That's Ian Andrews. He plays with his nipples or whatever.
It's cold out.
I got Rob Zimmerman. He plays golf, drinks.
And plays with his balls.
Right.
I do.
And we're all been in the past software developers, or we are now, just not me.
And college
People, friends, buddies, hangouters, and we all
we all graduate different years, right? You were
No, he was
99.
he was after me?
2000. I was 2001 because I stayed an extra year to get the major.
You would have been in his class.
I was in your class, but I stayed for
You're like, oh, I need to party for one more year.
No, I'm like, oh, I need to change my major in my last semester.
Ooh, good call. Yeah.
Oops.
Credits. Yeah, I can have that major.
Right.
Yeah.
Just take that and one of these and a side of
I kept
burrito.
my original major, got that, don't use it. But I'm like, one more class to the degree, why not?
Why not?
Yeah.
I just did 1 degree. I remember the day that we had this conversation. I think I was playing Nintendo.
Awesome.
And you were saying something about, well, I remember you saying, what would it take to get a CS degree? At least a minor. I'm like, well, you need to have some programming. How do you like programming? I don't know. It doesn't bother me. I'm like, okay, then this is going to be easy for you.
Well, we took one class this semester, so yeah, I got
I
some
think
time.
I took the first program.
Yeah, you had taken. Everybody ends up taking 101.
At some
101.
point.
Which is like programming, which shouldn't be
Yeah.
what 101
They
is.
don't
but
have, now it's actually
It's
the 101.
yeah. Back in the day, this is what our CS 101 was. If you were in college, you learned how to write code and use a keyboard and a monitor. Those were like
That
the
was
things.
101.
Yeah, all
Yeah, 101.
Yeah.
Here's a mouse.
See, they don't
Here's
teach you
a
anything
monitor.
that you actually use
That's
in
called
real life.
typing.
Right.
They don't teach you about source control or requirement management.
No, they taught you how to
or
code.
Defect
Like-
tracking.
No.
They teach you a language.
Right.
That's all you get.
While learning how to use a mouse. It was very weird. Nowadays, the things have probably changed.
Anyway,
We're going to make is
digress.
the final recipe for the golf cocktail contest. The winner of this is going to get Rob's balls. He's going to get the Bomb Tech. Where the hell went?
the sock puppet.
No, it's behind you. Yeah.
The BombTechGolf.com
Head cover.
head cover.
Head cover.
If you don't win the head cover because you're either not in the contest. Or this will be embedded on BombTech's Facebook, no doubt. If you're not a winner, you can go to BombTech Golf, get those, then you can go to golf.com and get some golf balls, and then you could be just like the winner, who's going to either be Kyle
Kyle.
And from
or William.
Kyle's got
The hole in
the
one.
caddy.
The caddy.
and William's got the hole in one.
Right. Your cocktail is what, an ounce and a half of something?
We've got an ounce and a half of grass in your mouth.
Fresh cut grass vodka by Oddka.
Half an ounce of lemon juice. Half an ounce of Midori. 3 ounces of ginger beer, which we'll be floating and not actually putting in the shaker and shaking it.
I want to
and
be like that
Just
person
getting it
in The
all
Price
over
is
it.
Right that just sit there.
Barker's Beauties.
Parker's Beauty. So maybe a
You
Parker's
could just be a
Beauty.
Vanna White and stand up by yourself.
And this is our golf ball in the middle. It could be a circular piece of ice or one that somebody chips with a knife.
Improvise.
In either case,
We
you want to
adapted.
use-
We overcame.
You go to AwesomeDrinks.com, you search for Sphere Ice Cube, you buy that, you put it in this drink, so when you make
Very
it,
cool.
it looks like there's a golf ball symbolically placed within your
It's
cocktail.
also really good for tasting scotches and whiskeys and whatnot.
And Juan over here, his drink is going to be,
Ice me up, Scotty.
oh yeah!
I got you.
Oh, no, we finished off the ice, didn't we?
Nope,
Derek, replenish the ice. because that's what a host
replenished?
does.
That is, what a great host.
I don't have a clippy thing.
Do you have a, you should start a cocktail show, dude. You're a good host.
I bet you I could do this as like a,
That'd be awesome.
as a living that doesn't make any money. How about we just use our hands, because Ian has lost my
That's fine.
ability to find, can I have another one? There. And you want me to-
Winning!
you want me to squeeze
And then,
this?
yeah, squeeze me up.
And then we're going to need ice for
half
the
an
actual
ounce.
drink.
Half an ounce. Ice for the actual drink. He's got ice for his actual drink. There you go, half an ounce. We're gonna float. Is it? That's a half ounce.
We're going to need a half ounce of lime here, buddy, if you don't mind.
I got limes.
I'm going to need a lime wheel also.
Well, the way I would go about doing that, you said a half ounce.
Half ounce.
So I'll cut this a little short. That
You're
way I
so
can get a
smart.
nice
Wicked smart.
cut.
Ooh, that's a little more than a half, but that's all right.
That's what you said last time, so it should be the
I
same.
did, so it should be awesome this time.
Yep, that's half ounce and then some.
There you go.
Good job.
Then you've got your lime wheel action. This is for your garnish. So right here. Right here.
Yep.
What? Yeah.
Like leftovers.
Slamming.
You're supposed to twist something in
From
here?
drinks and shows past.
Twist in what? Moscow what?
No, it's a twist on a Moscow Mule. It's twisted. Yeah, you could have put it in a Moscow Mule glass. It's a twist on the Moscow Mule because that has a vodka, and it's not a Moscow Mule. It has ginger beer.
Strange. That almost ended badly.
Dude, it's got such a weird smell when you like at the beginning before you
I
put it in
mean,
the
literally,
ginger.
it's just that's all you can smell is. But it's not. That's not grass. I mean, it's
I
kind
don't
of
know
grass.
what
but,
that is. It's weird.
I'll do a little less of this time. Boom.
Oh, see, there's just not enough room in there for the
you'll have
amount of
plenty.
ginger beer I want to put in there.
Yeah, but there's still about 2 ounces of space.
Yeah, but you need 3 ounces of ginger beer.
Well, that's
And we
easy.
said last time we should probably have 4.
Well, that's not a problem. Because
So-
you just drink it.
We'll make room.
Yeah, you got a straw?
We need to stir a little.
Can you get a little bit of straw over there?
hook us up?
Little straw.
Little
Yeah,
straw.
He's got a little cup.
Little straw.
Boom. Short straw.
Heard that about you.
But it's big
Which
in
one?
this. It's big in
Right.
this cup though, isn't it?
Short straw, big ball.
Exactly.
I don't know if that's a good thing. Is it a disease?
I don't know.
Okay.
It's just out of proportion.
Boom.
I don't know the portion.
So, hole in one, this time with a little less grapefruit soda.
Have you had that?
And we got the Caddy, this time with a little less shaking of the ginger beer.
Right,
Yeah.
Less being done. That's my ginger beer.
floated.
I tried it.
Oh, yeah.
It is hot.
Is it not? I don't think it's hot enough.
I think it's good. But the bitterness is what kind of gets me.
The burn at the back. There's,
Yeah.
there's ginger burn on the back of it.
I like
Yeah.
that. I like that. The ginger bite from the ginger beer.
I think it's good.
I
It's
think it has so much lemon.
anti-inflammatory ginger. It's good if you have.
Yeah,
arthritis.
it's a pain in the neck to. That's why the juicer is going to help that I have. That I can get the actual ginger juice and make a ginger syrup.
I juice my ginger.
This was
Yeah.
a little bit more of a pain.
All
to
right.
make the juice up.
Let's give these drinks a go around.
All right.
Again.
Again, these are going to be like completely opposite drinks, right? Because that's going
No,
to be sour.
these are closer than the last time.
Oh,
So
yeah.
this is kind of sour.
There's no
and
sweetness
salty.
here at all.
No, there is.
Right.
So do I have to do this lick and suck
Lick and suck.
That's how you got your way through college.
every time?
Well, if it
Every
weren't
time I
true,
go
I
up.
wouldn't. I'd forget.
I
if it
already
wasn't
know.
true.
I already can tell you what my vote's going to be because I didn't vote that one in the last round, and I did vote this one the round before. It's silent while we figure it out.
Is that better with less grapefruit? You think?
Yeah.
It's kind of good. Well, I know Derek's going to vote for this one.
Yeah, I don't even. It's not even a
I'm
comment.
thinking I'll vote for this one, and that way Rob can be the tying vote.
Wow, you're
Being the golf guy.
you are such a dick.
You just got to learn to speak up faster. No, this being a golf-themed contest, I think it's appropriate that Rob makes the
because he would be the one that would have
judgment
to select between these.
Yeah, if I had to select between both of these after playing some golf.
Because
Which you just so happen to do.
call. Yeah, it's true.
Just happened to have just finished round of golf.
Winky dink.
I find this too much. Like I can drink this.
This is way whatever you changed for the proportions for the grapefruit is much better this time around.
Grapefruit's
I just didn't throw in too much grapefruit.
Much
soda.
more margarita-esque.
Yeah, with the grapefruit.
Not a margarita,
still, though.
but it's margarita-esque.
But you know what? That is the big key. When I read this recipe, I'm like, it's a margarita with grapefruit juice, right? And what I was like, I just felt like it was losing
is.
some of its creativity. Yet at the same time, grapefruit juice is so much different than what you'd expect.
Well, now that we've actually drank
Right.
about 2 ounces
Yeah.
worth.
Yeah.
So the grapefruit really makes this not a margarita, which is what you really need to do. Because otherwise, you just have a margarita.
That's
Like
it,
if
it's
you
a little
added
grapefruit.
pomegranate liqueur, it would be a pomegranate margarita.
Yep.
If you, it
agree.
doesn't taste like a grapefruit margarita. I don't know what that would taste like. I guess that. I don't know. It just doesn't taste like a grapefruit margarita.
Spicy.
I almost tossed that.
You could join the Gen Club.
Yeah. There's been more drinks tossed on this floor, or cookies tossed, or spilled. Or,
It really does need more of the ginger beer than.
I like ginger beer.
I like ginger beer too. I can see where it could be too overpowering in that drink, though.
You think it is
it's-
now, or you think it could be it?
I think maybe that might be. I think I liked it a little more. I love ginger beer, don't get me wrong, but I might have liked it more before it had more ginger beer in there because the balance was there. You got the grass more, you got the Midori more, you still got the ginger.
I'm
and it
getting
was a
that
really
grass in the
well balanced
finish.
drink. I'm getting a lot more ginger here than.
I still get the grass, but it's like 10 seconds later.
Yeah, it is afterwards. It's definitely after.
It's like
the
on the
fact.
tongue. It's like it's
You
weird.
do get the Midori right up front, the ginger right up front, and the lemongrass, or not lemongrass, but the grass after the fact.
and lemon.
It is lemongrass then.
It is.
It is lemongrass. Oh, let me give
It's
this
lemon
guy
and grass.
one more try, but yeah.
And I don't really. Again, I don't know what you would do with this product. Oddka has some odd products.
Go figure.
Go figure. And like the salty popcorn.
Sounds good.
That is so weird.
Is
It's
it
is
good
it
though?
buttery or is it just salty?
no, it's salty. I think.
Like
It's weird.
it's weird.
It's not necessarily bad, but it's weird.
Ah, gosh, I don't know. What do we have here? The buttery popcorn.
Salty popcorn.
Salty caramel popcorn.
Yeah.
Ooh, yum.
Oh, that's all I can smell.
Kettle corn?
Kettle corn. Yeah, tastes like Cracker Jacks.
I feel like a hobo right now. Passing the ball around.
It's alcohol. It cleans everything.
That's delicious.
It's
But
weird,
It's
though.
weird though.
Yeah.
Like
It's weird. But it's
It's
hard.
not bad, it's just weird.
But it's hard to make it when if somebody says, "I need you to make a salty caramel popcorn vodka cocktail." Most people will pause and go, "What?" Right?
Yeah.
It's the same thing. Okay, here's fresh cut grass. What
You
do you
mix it
do
with
with
mint
that?
and you call it the movie theater cocktail. Junior mints and...
Oh
my God.
Oh wow.
Gummy-
I was wondering where you're going with
Or
that.
you put some Coke in there, like
Gummy
Coke,
vodka?
Cola, and popcorn.
Yeah.
There's some Swedish fish vodka. We could throw that.
I
in
want to
there,
get a
too.
big gummy bear. Have you seen these things?
Yes,
What?
I've seen it. They're like $100, aren't they?
No. Shit, what was the
They're
name of
way
this?
Is the kind filled with that artificial sweetener that makes you shit yourself all the time?
Oh,
might be, but
sugar
that would be-
alcohols?
But it's a big gummy bear, so it doesn't matter.
You eat a big gummy bear by yourself, you will.
Big gummy bears.
You
and
will
dinosaurs.
die.
You will actually pee feces. It's not good.
I peed brown today. Is that wrong?
Yeah, is that bad?
There's things you don't want to do.
Like
Eat a whole-
the joke in the latest Game of Thrones. Bring me my red shirt. Did you see the
I
last
still don't
episode?
know. But I don't get your quotes, and it was only last week.
So
I would poison you all.
oh, so good. So the guys in the hot tub with the girls. You remember the guy?
Yep.
He's telling them the joke. You remember the joke?
No.
The captain sees a pirate. His first mate sees a pirate ship coming, and the captain yells, "Bring me my red shirt." So they bring him his red shirt, and they go to battle. The next day, after the victory, first mate shouts, "Captain, there are 2 pirate ships." He says, "Bring me my red shirt." He brings him his red shirt, and they battle, and they win. And then he says, "Why do you ask for your red shirt every time?" Like, "So if I bleed, you cannot see the blood." So the next day, there are 10 pirate ships, and he says, everyone's waiting for him to say, "Bring me my red shirt." The captain yells, "Bring me my brown pants."
No, I don't remember that.
You don't remember that?
No, it was only last week.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
You don't even really watch. You
I was probably playing
kinda
Clash of
listen to the show,
Clans.
You're probably fighting.
Yeah.
That makes sense then.
I gotta watch everything twice.
The winner is. God, that's tough. So, if you like margaritas, you definitely go with that guy.
You like margaritas?
I do like margaritas, but I just can't get past the grapefruit juice, which I'm not a huge fan of. It's refreshing, but they're both refreshing, and I would definitely lead towards the Caddy.
That is.
Hole in One gets the name
Right.
drink.
Yeah.
Hold on,
Just nailed the name.
Livator.
Kyle nailed the cocktail. I mean, he took some interesting ingredients, put them together in an interesting way.
Yes.
Made
And
it
themed
golf themed and made it golf tasty.
But the ingredients themselves are very golf themed,
Yeah.
right? I mean, that just the grass, the lemon, I mean,
Right.
that's just
Green.
that
The
screams
ginger
golf,
beer.
right? Yeah, especially the ice cube that was
Was it once a golf ball?
once a
It
golf
was
ball.
chipped into a golf ball.
Yeah,
We tried.
That's
Yeah.
one of those things you have to do ahead of time.
yes.
I screwed up.
That's a solid cocktail right there.
There you go then. I
Good
think-
job, Kyle.
I agree with
Way to
his
go, Kyle.
decision because that's the one I picked for 2 rounds.
Yeah, Cam.
Yeah, Kyle.
So
Did we all just do carbon?
Yep.
We just everybody defaults to carbon.
He never gets that. I'm sure Kyle never gets that.
No.
Not anybody. Ever.
but
That's good.
in a
And
creative
I'm
use
not
of
a
that.
Midori fan, by the way. I really don't like Midori.
Really?
Syrupy sweet.
No, I don't.
You like a sweet tooth, though.
I do have a sweet tooth, but for whatever reason, I'm not a huge fan of Midori.
Doesn't make
but
any sense.
when you throw those together with
make no sense.
the lemon juice,
Midori
works.
is not the main show, which Midori is almost always the main
Yeah.
show
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
it takes over.
Yeah.
If you
everything.
can take Midori in a cocktail and make it like the supporting actor,
It's very hard to do that.
Yeah.
It's hard to take ginger beer and make it a supporting
There have been
actor.
a couple drinks that have done that, and
I mean, the starring actor is definitely the
Yeah,
grass vodka. I mean, hands down, you taste that throughout the entire drink. But
Yeah, that's true.
the hints of Midori, hints of the ginger beer is definitely.
But you don't get vodka taste.
No.
You just get like,
No.
why am I tasting like I'm somebody's mowing?
You could make a grass bourbon or a grass. Insert any alcohol here, and all you're going to taste is the grass.
Right.
I mean, it's just.
but even the grass isn't like overpowering in your face because you got
No.
the ginger beer that mixes really well with it.
And I think that's the first time I've really used that. It's been sitting here since Curtis left.
Well, there was about that much gone. So what the hell
know.
else did you make with that?
I don't
Shots?
remember.
Derek gets drunk down here.
You
He's like,
could
I haven't
have.
had this in a while.
Yeah. Let me tell you something. If I need to get drunk, that's not my go-to.
No.
I mean, I would probably make Pearl Harbors with Midori before I would be using
I'm
fresh
guessing you
cut.
get drunk and you don't know what you're doing. You come down here. You're like,
Oh, if I didn't know what I'm doing, I wouldn't even. Dude, I would never have found that. It was like way in the back.
You
You
never
did
get that
dig.
drunk.
You
anyway.
did.
The only
I had
time
to
you ever
dig
get
for
got that drunk was your bachelor party.
And I didn't get that. That was you guys.
Oh, and we were there for that.
He cleaned it.
My God.
We encouraged him.
Yeah.
Right. I don't remember anything, and
No.
it was like I do remember
Great
Yukon
success.
Yes, very nice.
Very nice.
Jack. All I know is
Eiffel
that
Tower.
all I remember was Yukon Jack was called for. However, the last bachelor party I went to, Albanese's bachelor party, he threw up all down the side of the car while we were driving.
That's okay. At least it was outside of the car, you freaking idiot.
I didn't know I
On
threw
the back
up.
of a van.
Not at the back of the van that was, oh, by the way, you need to clean that up, otherwise we're going to take your security deposit back.
Well, what would they shouldn't do that because they know what you're doing.
Yeah,
always
that's why they
know
do
it.
that.
They shouldn't even give you a security deposit. They should just say, "This is gone."
Yeah. Just give us your money.
This is part of the fee.
Yeah.
Yes.
So good job, Kyle.
There you go, Kyle.
With the
Way to
caddy.
go, Kyle.
Good use of a crazy series of
Good
ingredients.
job, William. Also, I liked it.
Yeah. No, it was delicious.
William, Shay, like everybody had a really creative cocktail design. Not all of them necessarily fit what we wanted, or some were too sour, some were too sweet. But at the end of the day, at least they put in an effort. It was like,
Yeah,
it was a lot of work to do these two.
Yes.
It's not easy.
And thank God it wasn't out of that Hendrix
Does
contest.
Kyle golf? Oh my God. If he doesn't golf, this
I
is
don't
going to
know.
be just weird. He's
He
going
makes
to
good drinks.
He's a bartender.
If he doesn't golf, he'll find someone who does.
My goal is if he doesn't golf, he's gonna take bomb tag. He's gonna take 3-up stuff. He's
Try
gonna
it.
give it to their friends
Try it. And it's
or
a
somebody.
promotion.
It's
Exactly.
actually
Someone
better
can
if
use it.
Kyle gives it to somebody and says, "Check out this cool free stuff," and then they're gonna figure out
Because
how to
he
find
already knows about the cool stuff because he's submitted
Right.
the recipe for this stuff.
Right.
He's passing it along. So
it. Exactly. So that's word of
make
mouth.
it touch many people. Touch many people, Kyle.
And,
Yes. Touch them.
and after you're done touching them, you can
Touch
play with Rob's balls. Oh Jesus! Don't do that. That was close.
Don't touch them like that.
No, that was bad. So, question of the day: what is the weirdest vodka flavor you've ever seen?
Good question.
I know there's the Oddka makes some
Oddka's,
crazy
yeah.
ones. People have talked about the electricity. I've heard mixed reactions. I don't even know what it
Does it
is.
taste like electricity?
I don't really
like
know what.
Electricity tastes like.
Copper.
I would think you would die
It's
if you
like-
tasted electricity.
I
Tastes like a foamy mouth.
it
That's all I
depends
know.
on how much amped I guess is going through that drink. But I don't know.
Ooh,
Pretty
maybe
weird.
It's got amp in it.
Amp energy drink.
There you go.
Love it. Makes you pee very green. It looks like this. No, it looks brighter than that.
So your piss looks like Kyle's drink. Great testimonial for Kyle's drink.
Yeah. Way to go, Kyle.
Awesome.
If you just drink
get
amp,
to
you
pee
can piss
green.
out Kyle's drink. You don't even have to spend money on it.
Why would you make the drink when you can pee it? Doesn't make any sense. You can check out awesome drinks like that person just did. By buying something. No, we're not drunk. Secondly, you get the double old fashioned. That's not double old fashioned. That's a double. It's a wide old fashioned glass because it's wide. Fits the ice cube we actually
Get
put
the
in here.
Collins glasses.
Awesome ice cube, by the way.
Fits the cube, big cubes, and the spheres.
Yep.
The Epic V fits a bunch of stuff.
Bunch
I
of
use
stuff.
it as for everything. Iced teas, whatever. it fits
Shakers,
all.
strainers, everything
Strainers.
he needs at Awesome Drinks.
Yep. That's true. It's all there.
You can even buy ice. It might show up as water, but
Right.
you can get it.
No, you can't get. I'll give you
some
the
ice.
trays. It's just the water
you get the
disappeared.
trays. You get the trays.
We got trays right here.
There's a tray. You
Boom.
get those trays there.
Baby trays.
So you buy some baby trays, you head over to 3-Up Golf, you buy some golf balls, you go to Bomb Tech Golf, you buy some Bomb Tech Golf stuff, buy a driver if you want to, or the head covers.
You can embalm me.
Buy Balmy. Balmy's so lonely.
Balmy, is that what we call them?
Ronry. So Ronry. So Ronry, so sad and alone.
I don't know what's happening. We need to
Team
drink
America.
more. No, what?
I think you're using this.
We're gonna end it now before something bad happens. We're gonna get a
We're
nurple.
deteriorating.
EverydayDrinkers.com.
Deteriorating.
All the links below.
AwesomeDrinks.com. Bottles on my left.
3 Up. Bomb Tech Golf. All in the links below. Teach you how to drink.